In this video we're going to look at parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Parallel lines have the exact same slope as each other, so that would make sense if we have a line like that and another line like that, and let's just say they're parallel, then they're never getting closer to each other. So the slope of one must be the exact same as the slope of the other. If the slopes were even just a tiny bit different, then eventually they would meet. So parallel lines have the same slope. Now perpendicular lines have the opposite slope to each other. So what does that mean? So first of all, just what do we mean by a perpendicular line? A line that crosses another line and makes a right angle when it does so. Now, we've looked at this type of line before. A line that's going up from left to right has a positive slope. So any line that's perpendicular to that cannot be a positive slope as well. It must have a negative slope. So I'm going to look here at finding the slopes of perpendicular lines. So what do we mean when we say turn it upside down and change the sign? Well, let's just say I have a line 2x plus y equals 6, and I want to find the slope of that line. Well, I can use y equals mx plus c. We've done a bit of work on this. So keep the y term on the left, move the x term across. So the slope of that line is minus 2. Now, any line parallel to that has a slope of minus 2. Any line perpendicular, so just do the symbol for a perpendicular line, it would have a slope, well, this is minus 2 over 1. Turn that upside down and change the sign to plus. The main mathematical point about this is that if lines are perpendicular, their slopes will multiply together to give you minus 1 if they are perpendicular. And that's really important because you can be asked to prove that two lines are perpendicular to each other or investigate if two lines are perpendicular to each other. You must show that multiplying their slopes gives you minus 1. Now, so if I had a table here, if I had a line, so say a slope of any line, and I'm going to look at the perpendicular slope. So let's just say a line had a slope of 3. Then the opposite slope would be, well, 3 is the same as 3 over 1, so turn it upside down and change the sign to minus. Let's look at, say, a quarter. Turn that upside down and change the sign to minus. Minus 2 over 3. Now, that's a negative slope because a minus divided by a plus is a minus. So any perpendicular line will have a positive slope, and then just turn it upside down, 3 over 2. If a line has a slope of 1, then the opposite slope is minus 1, because 1 multiplied by minus 1 gives me minus 1. Say if we had minus 2 over 5, well, the perpendicular line will have a positive slope, so it will be 5 over 2.